store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Huskies of Honolulu.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started.
And we are underway from Hawaii. No run back here on the opening kickoff, as we'll start at the 25.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Now he's loose at the 40.
And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A huge play there right off the bat. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Davidson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Hey, Ace!
Algier going straight ahead.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
The kick by Fairbairn is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Ready! Cycle.
Young on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina.
Rondale Moore.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Panthers have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. Touchdown. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Huskies have retaken the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Ready. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. 3.5 to go, first quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. On play action, it's Murray. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Tucker. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
In motion comes the tight end left. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. On second, here's Algier. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Play action. Now it's Murray. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose
lose 9 yards on the sack. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
When you look at this defense,
right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
They're in the bottom 10 in the league. I mean, when you look at their talent, you would think that they'd be much better. Overall, I don't think there's any question you'd have to say that they've underachieved.
Young's throws on target to Likely.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready?
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Pushing through the contact. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Young on 3rd down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Here's 2nd and 10. They run. It's Tucker. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 27.
Coach. Hey! Big A Soldier. Let's go!
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Murray changing the play.
Hey, coach.
Algier now up the middle. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play fake. Murray. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Ready?
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Let's go now.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Young. He's got Mingo. Touchdown, Panthers. Jonathan Mingo, 29 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
Murray now on 1st down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their effort to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
He talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. And a stop made by Cam Taylor-Britt.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Watch out, man. 50 series. Red, cycle. Claws red.
It's Young off play action. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Young. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this is going to remain a 1-point game.
Wow, that qualifies as a bad miss because anything inside of 40 should be automatic. That's a big mistake right there.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Second down, Murray sets to throw. That's caught by Kincaid, working the middle of the field. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And they'll run with Tucker. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. Second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Now Murray off play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
First down, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Second and 10. Looking to throw, Young. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
That one was tipped up in the air and fortunately fell away for the defense, because if the offense is able to grab that one, that's a short little jaunt into the end zone, because there's not enough reaction time off of a tip ball for the defense to rally and make a tackle. They were very fortunate on that play.
To throw, Young. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Young. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Ready?
Now here's Young. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Slide 2. Black open.
Young to throw it. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Isaiah Likely in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Butker now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And here comes a return from the middle of the... And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Now Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing, Young.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Double 38. 10 cycles.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Powering forward. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. First and 10 at the 45. Young will set to throw.
Right side, there's Likely with it.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Young. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
That is caught. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and 3rd and 1 now.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ikey's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he learned at ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
4th down, Young.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the first down. It's now 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready, go.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there.
His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Murray flips us forward on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really not.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the third time. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line. That is now seven interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet make a little... I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Ready, go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line.
From this vantage point, that seems like a pretty dangerous call, running a toss that close to your own goal line. I think what they were hoping is that they were going to get some pressure from the defensive front and maybe beat them to the corner and then turn upfield with a lot of yardage to run.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Murray now. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, set. Set.
It's Young on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Panthers have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. So definitely a good day's work throwing the football. Very good day's work. A 4th touchdown pass as they're really pouring it on.
Yeah, and so much for going into clock mode after getting that touchdown, right? Because you would think with the lead, 4th quarter, they might actually do that. No chance. They've kept attacking and got another touchdown pass as a result.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Derek Brown forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
The offense on third down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Murray going to throw. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down. So they bring out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
Come on, set. Set, go.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. The ball down at the 1 as they come up after the penalty on another 2nd and goal.
Faster, faster.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A great effort there with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year.
And the Panthers add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Here's Tucker.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd down and 6.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Forced out to his left. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Murray looking to change the play here.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line.
Opposite, green, hut, hut.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game.
And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Young's pass intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Now a handoff to Algier. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. On second down, here's Murray. Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Murray. He's got this to Algier. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Algier will try to pick it up. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers will get the football back.
10. Ready?
Young here to throw. They'll air one out deep for Mingo. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout.
Ready?
But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Shot. 17. 22 needle. Hut.
On 2nd down, Young. He's got Mingo. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there.
Ready.
Move the chains.
Blaster. 6. 6. Mega. Ready.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. He'll air one out deep for Mingo. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
He completes this one to Mingo. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And here's Young. This might be a free play. And this is caught at the 20. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and you know, as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point.